So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new POV video. Today you join me inside the Mercedes AMG A45s.
Can you say that again, please?
Cancel. That's a problem with these voice control features. But yeah, we're inside the A45s, and big thanks to the owner for allowing me this opportunity to record his car for you guys. Check out his Instagram, which will be on screen right now. So we'll just go for a quick drive around this area, chat about this car, compared to its biggest rival, the Audi RS3, since I've driven that a couple of times. So yeah, let's get into it. Guys, before we get into today's video, allow me to tell you about CarTrack. CarTrack is highly recommended by insurance companies with a 90% recovery rate that is inspected by a third party. It is run by a 24/7 control room that ensures you are assisted with identifying where your car is at all times. Ground and air units are always stationed nationwide to recover the vehicle as soon as it is reported. The tracking device is affordable, and once you have one fitted, there is an app available on Android, iOS, and Huawei devices where you can monitor your vehicle's whereabouts at all times. One particular reassuring feature is the dash cam. CarTrack comes with 2 dash cams you can choose from, whether you'd like one that is front and passenger face or just front facing. We've all seen dash cam videos go viral, and that is definitely why it is a necessity, as it is all the proof you need to ensure that you record everything that happens on the road. Whether it is being involved in an accident and you need proof for insurance purposes, click the link I have inserted below in the description and also pinned in the comments section, and it will take you straight to my CarTrack landing page where you can further explore their features. I think let's start with the stats. So this car is powered by the M139, that's the engine code. It's a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder pumping out 310 kilowatts, which is about 421 metric horsepower, and 500 newton meters of torque, which, yeah, these numbers are just insane for a hatchback like this. It's just crazy performance. So 0 to 100 is quoted at 3.9 seconds, and yeah, they can do it much quicker, like 3.8, 3.7, maybe even 3.6 with perfect conditions. The way this car revs is so fast, it's so easy to hit the red line when you're in manual. This engine just revs so quick. The drivetrain itself is so aggressive, the car itself is so aggressive, the gearbox is very aggressive. It's just a very angry hatchback, or hot hatch, hyper hatch even. Oh man, the gearbox itself, it's paired up with an 8-speed dual clutch transmission, and the way it bangs through every gear is just out of this world. Oh, jeez, man. So the A45s also has that clever multi-clutch diff at the back, and even when you're driving in race mode like this, especially around bends and stuff, you can just feel the rear rotate a bit. And yeah, if you want to pull some skids, you can engage drift mode. I think have traction control off, Put it on race mode, pull on both pedals, then right pedal to confirm that's your drift mode. And yeah, I can't demonstrate it for obvious reasons, but yeah, it just makes the car feel a lot sharper, especially around twists and turns. Oh man, that first gear is so short. Like the first 3 gears, 1, 2, 3, they're very short, so it's so easy to hit the rev limiter and stuff. Oh man, you actually have to concentrate when you're driving this car, because especially if you want to drive it in manual and stuff, it's like it takes a fair amount of concentration to drive this thing. It's very aggressive. And speaking of aggression, that is literally what separates this car and the RS3. It feels a lot more punchier, it feels a lot more angrier. It's just, yeah, this car is all about driving. It's all about madness. It's all about 1010s at all moments. Like, it's not about chilling, daily driving, relaxing, comfort. It's still daily drive. You can still daily drive it, so as to say, easily so. But it's mainly set up for attacking a back road, a mountain pass, even a racetrack. Ah, man, jeez. Let me just lower my window a bit so you can hear that whip crack more. Jeez, man. Yeah. I'm literally lost for words. It's so hard to put words together to describe how insanely good this car is. And of course, the upper edge of the RS3 is it has a 5-cylinder, and you get all the character in the world, the way that engine sounds, the grunt, the pulling power that you get out of it, because also the capacity is 2.5 liters, and having that extra cylinder as well. Of course, when it comes to power delivery, that will deliver its power a lot more efficiently. But yes. The crazy thing about this engine is, yes, it's a 2-liter, yes, it's a 4-cylinder, but it doesn't feel strained. Like, this 310 kilowatts and this 500 newton meters of torque does actually feel like it. Like, the pull that you get from it, the way it pulls you back in your seat is just, it has so much grunt, and you can tell that the engine is literally maxed out. Like, it's literally turned up to 11. And it actually makes sense, because this is literally the most powerful series production 2-liter engine till this day. And it's been since the early days of the first generation A45. Even when that came out, it was literally the most powerful 2-liter motor, series production 2-liter motor. Yeah, no. Just check if the angle still looks fine. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, the other thing is being in here. It's not a very nice cabin, hey, like these aero style air vents, the ambient lighting that you get with the, I think you can change up to 64 different colors. The steering wheel is very sporty, and I quite like the metallic look of it. The dials, the drive mode selector, and the toggles on the left side where you can change a bunch of stuff, like switching between manual and auto for the gearbox. It's just, oh man. Oh man. short shifting is such a dime. Man, this thing is just now I think out of all the top hot hatches, modern hot hatches of today that you can still buy on the market today, this must be the most aggressive and the most engaging to drive, excluding the manual stuff like the GRs from Toyota and stuff. I think the main top expensive hot hatches, Golf R, RS3, A45s. I think this one to drive is just the most insane. It literally feels very, very ballistic. Man. Yeah. This thing is I don't know how many times I've said it. It's crazy, it's insane, it's a lunatic, it's all those words literally. But hey, yeah. And the other thing is, I've actually experienced the other hot hatches that I mentioned, the Golf 8R, the RS3. And yeah, I think for a car where you want to wake up, let's say early in the morning or any time of the day, if you have like a crazy mountain pass or twisty road to attack. Oh, look at that, there's a Golf 8R there. Oh, that one looks sick. Yeah, I was still saying, for attacking a twisty road, a mountain pass, this thing is just, yeah, it's insane. You see, even short shifting like this, it still punches so hard. Lost for words. I think at this point I just want to drive and have you guys just experience what it's like to sit behind the wheel on one of these. I actually realized I haven't done a restart for you guys on the POV. Let me just put it back to auto so I don't faff the gears. And yeah, let's do a quick restart. Oh my goodness, the way it punches through first, second, third gear. Let's see what time we're on the recorder. 13 minutes. But yeah, I think we'll drive back home and yeah, we'll just call it a day. Back to manual, because yeah, we've been here for quite some time now. So here's what's going to happen. So for this next stint of the video, I'll just stay quiet until we reach our destination and we'll call it a day. 8Y RS3 behind us. Oh, that's crazy. We've seen the Golf 8R and now an RS3. Oh my goodness. So let's do the final pull and yeah, that'll be it. So yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this POV, and until next time, that's cheers from me.